You seem like you're in a good mood today. Is there a reason for that?
Not really. I'm usually in a good mood.
You're just like a person who has a lot of pep?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's something you're grateful for?
My job and the people that I work with.
Hmm.
I like it. I like it.
Do you remember the last best day of your life?
Yeah, I went to Greece a couple months ago, and I remember being like in Corfu and swimming in the ocean and jumping off cliffs and thinking that, and drinking Aperol spritzes and thinking that this was like the peak of my life.
Hmm. So are you yearning to do that again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back next year. I just don't know where.
Back to Greece?
Somewhere warm and across the pond.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I wish you luck in your journey. Thank you for your time.
All right.
So I'm here visiting her right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest challenge since the passing of your husband?
Oh my God. Just you asking that question brings up all kinds of emotion. Just the missing of him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was married before and so was he, and we were the best ever together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you feel he talks to you or sends you messages?
Yes, I do. I do.
Is there anything particular that stands out?
It's usually that, you know, you're doing well. I'm happy that you're happy. And I travel with a photograph of him in the car. So he's always my passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of comforting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is it like navigating this life alone now?
It's pretty easy, actually. Yeah, because I was quite independent before I met him.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just married for 10 years. The best 10 years. The best husband ever. And yeah, so.
When you say best husband ever, why do you say that? What made him the best husband ever?
Well, because I was married twice before, and they were not the best match for me, and Michael was, so yeah.
So do you have any advice for people who are married? Like, what makes a strong relationship? I guess I'm asking me as a husband and as a dad.
Yeah.
Could you give me any advice that would help me in my relationship?
Just communicate often and be really honest, and be faithful. Yeah, fidelity is a great gift to your partner, and don't drink too much. That's another gift. Those are the two problems in the other marriage I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. If you can give some advice to the youth of today, what would you say?
Oh gosh, it's tough for them. I really can't relate, to tell you the truth. I've never had children, but I have a 24-year-old granddaughter from my last husband, and she is just such a sweetheart. So again, just for her to be true to herself, choose the career that doesn't feel like a job, that is just really natural for her. So she's into dog training right now and working at a kennel, and she's just loving it. After years of university and a grand student loan, that meant nothing to her. She's working with dogs. So I would say be true to themselves.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you enjoy St. John while you're here.
Thank you, yeah.
Like, what's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is, it's pretty broad. I say to most people, because they always ask, I say I make videos about St. John, but they're not always about St. John. They're about like my family life, travel. Sometimes I just feel creative and want to make something.
I think I've seen you on YouTube once doing like this here, like interviewing people, like.
Yeah, these are my favorite kind of videos to do, to show the human side of people. So, can you tell me a little bit about what you're up to today?
Panhandling. There's no jobs or anything. There's jobs here, but I can't find anything, so it's hard. It's a struggle.
If you can have any job today, what would you take?
Anything. I would take anything right now.
Do you have experience?
Yes.
What did you do before?
Cashier, cleaning.
Yeah. Do you How does this go for you, like panhandling? Do you find it helps like get by?
It helps a little bit. It helps get by. It's embarrassing, to be honest with you. I don't like doing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Do you feel like people judge?
Sometimes.
What does that feel like?
It hurts me inside. I just want to cry sometimes.
Do you find that like most people are kind, or
Some
most
are
people?
kind, some are mean, some judge.
What would you say, like, to those people who don't understand? Is there?
I would tell them, like, don't judge anybody by what you see of them see. Don't judge them, period, because it hurts and it sucks.
Where do you live?
I live here in St. John.
Yeah, like an apartment or somewhere to go
Yes.
back? Okay,
Yes.
good. Yeah, there's a lot of people right now.
And it sucks, I agree. It totally. And I'm happy I have a roof over my head, because I feel bad for all those homeless people out there living in tents and have nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's pretty. I ask people like, what's the biggest challenge in your life, and like, yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of challenges to be here right now in this moment.
Yep.
Is there anything that's like sticks out in your mind that's giving you extra grief right now?
No.
Nothing.
I just don't like doing this, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah. How's it going today so far?
Good.
Is there anything that you're like grateful for, or like?
I'm just grateful that I'm alive and I'm well and I'm living.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me. Hello. Can I interview you?
Interview me for.
Just because you're walking around St. John.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Just want to know your thoughts on life and what you're doing today. And
Oh no, I changed
come
my
on,
mind.
I'll take it easy. We'll just we'll
chat.
chat casually.
Okay.
Just ask you, what are you doing
Alright.
today? First off, actually, what are you listening to right now?
Oh, you know what? That I would have to check. 'Cause
Is it
it's
music or a
just,
podcast or something?
No, it's just music, Spotify playlist. It's the Meltdown, Crooked Country.
Oh, you're
That's
listening
what
to country music.
Well, no, it's not country, which is weird. They're called, the song's Crooked Country, the band's the Meltdowns.
Okay.
It's Southern Soul, but it's got kind of an electronic vibe to it.
Okay.
Anyway, that just came on, so
Yeah. So what are you up to today?
Today is errands, going to the market, picking up a car, doing some banking. There's a gallery hop tonight at 4, so getting stuff done and then coming back uptown.
Yeah.
Take that
Are you
in.
gonna go to Matote? Is that where? That's one of those spots.
Yeah,
right?
I do them all. I bring my daughter. I'm hoping my oldest will come out. It's a family event. It's great to pop into the galleries. It's nice to see people out, so hopefully it'll be a good crowd. It's not that bad of a day.
It's not too bad.
Right?
There's no fog. It's just.
There's no fog, and
Great.
I embrace the construction. I actually love it, so I'm doing great. It's a good
Okay.
Friday.
So where are you from? Like, you live in St. John?
I live in St. John, originally from Fredericton, but I've been here for about over 18 years, so this is home.
Why'd you come here?
So my partner and I at the time moved from Halifax, and it was here, St. Andrews. It was one of those, but not having a car. And we knew that theater and the arts were growing at that time. So it was super cool to move here then and embrace and be part of that growth, because he's a poet and I'm a dancer. So and it's nice growing up in Fredericton to have seen how much St. John has changed from just being an industrial town. It's pretty cool to witness and be part of it.
Being a mom of 3, what are the challenges you face daily, would you say?
Food costs, rising food costs is insane. Housing here is insane. We're in definitely a housing crisis, and the cost of rent. Those are my biggest concerns as a parent. And then just, like, my generation was different. So we had I lived in more of a neighborhood. So with my kids being kind of uptown, and also wanting them to have that leeway of just being comfortable to explore their area and be out at night, but it's a hard one because of everything that's going on in our city right now with crime, and you know, we've had stabbings down in my area in the Waterloo Village. So it's trying times, but it's just a matter of kind of reminding them to be kind, to be loving, to trust your gut instinct, and to still kind of embrace your city and your community. So there's challenges, but you know, communication, we try and work together. Hopefully, you know, I've done well for my kiddos.
Yeah. On a
right?
scale of, do you live in the Waterloo Village? And you just mentioned it.
We just moved down to that area. So I've lived West Side, I've lived South End, lived uptown. Now my kids and I, we're down in that area. We love it. I feel the change in that area coming, so it's nice to be part of that, and to help with that. There's really good people in the neighborhood. There's people that are struggling in the neighborhood, and there's not enough support services, and I think there's growing awareness, and I think we're talking about it, but I think we really need to all kind of step in and do our part and take action and just help one another, right?
Yeah, I did a video actually on the Waterloo Village. I interviewed the soapbox preacher.
Oh yeah, I've yet to meet him, but he's around. I follow him now. I'm super stoked he's in my hood. I feel like that's a safe person in my hood, so I'm glad he's out there on socials. So it's someone I can point out to my kids. You know, if you're walking around and you see this guy, he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's there to help, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So do you remain hopeful for the challenges that you're facing? You feel like things are going to be okay, or are you truly concerned? Like,
I mean, I'm concerned because it's something we have to deal with. We can't keep just brushing things under the carpet. We can't just keep going, that's someone else's problem, We as a community have to rise together and help one another out. But I'm super hopeful because I feel it in the energy. I feel it. And people, like, I feel it starting to come together. I think people do care. I think people are trying to change. I think COVID was probably good for a lot of reasons, and it's not good for a lot of reasons, but I really do think people took a step back and went, what's important and what's not, and how do we help one another? Because at that time we all struggled together, right? And so I think in a sense it's kind of helped bring things to the forefront, and maybe open dialogue with what's important. But I'm hopeful because, I mean, what else can you do, right? We gotta stay positive, and it's a roller coaster, and we have struggles, and but at the end of the day, we get around once, so we gotta do the best with what we got, right? Yeah.
Okay. If there's something you could say to the people of St. John in a time, so I think you're not the only one that's concerned, and maybe not just St. John. The people in New Brunswick, the people of Canada, we're all concerned. I have a family. I'm concerned. Things are costing a lot. It's tough. It's the only thing I think about a lot of the time. I feel like supporting my family. What would you say to the people to give them a little bit of hope and peace in their hearts and put their minds at ease?
Oh, I don't know if you can put anyone's mind at ease. That's your own internal thing, right? I don't know. Again, I think it's just about, you know, we've got to get back to the simple basics of saying hello to one another and looking at one another in the eye and being open with our communication. And in terms of like cost of everything rising, man, I don't know. We all need to come together, grow gardens. Like, I kill everything I try and grow, but you know, that's a tough one because I don't think things are going to get much better that way, and minimum wage costs, especially in New Brunswick, are super low, and it's just a really, really hard time. Sometimes I feel like smaller cities are trying to be like, oh, well, we're going to be Toronto, or we're going to be Halifax, we're going to be this, and it's like, no, because that's not the community that's based here. That's not our minimum wage. Doesn't act like we're in a big city. So doing all this growth in the central for people to come in with money is forgetting that we're not all in that. Like, I'm a single parent, like, it's just, anyway, that is a conversation for another day.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know about that one. That's a tough one.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for your time. I appreciate you stopping.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, you too. I'm Kelly, by the way.
Jordan.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
What are you?
And there we have it, the end of another video. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out goes out to our patrons as always. Thank you guys for the love. And if you viewer, if you would like to support this channel, please consider becoming a patron. It means the world to us, so thank you in advance. That's the end, guys, so I pass the question off to you. Do you remember the last best day of your life? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear about it. Till next time, my friends. Peace.